Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing Syria an Empire, and this idea is from Adisbro. The country Israel will be invading is Jordan. So this is going to be a swoop because Israel is not, or Jordan is not the strongest, but it will take time because of the arid desert. And they push through the east or the northeast, and they just kind of work their way down through the desert. I'm not 100% sure where their capital is or what their capital is. And they just corner them off, basically, and they surrender. I'll show you the border. So they did a pretty Israel thing to do, and they annexed the entire country. So now something's uncomfortable. They don't have much coast, so they invade two countries at once: Palestine and Lebanon. Boom and boom. Israel is a stronger country, so they will wait on that. So at first, they're gonna try and push in. So at first, they push into Palestine really quickly, and they already take over the country. But while they're invading there, um, the Lebanon people invade into Syria, which will not last very long because Syria is much stronger because they're buffed. And the Syrians push the whatever they're called, the Lebanons. Push there, and they kick them out of the country. Now they'll just invade and basically just take over the entire country. All right, I'll show you the aftermath of the war. Okay, so this is the aftermath of the war, annexing both countries fully. Now they're gonna invade Iraq. Boom. Whoops. Boom. So now this is going to be their biggest battle yet. Okay, so the first advancements in the country is going to be in the south here, pushing quite decently fast, but not as fast as the Iraqis in the north, which push really, really fast with mostly undefended land, and they are basically losing this war at first, which they're going to try and push this really far back, and then they'll push out the people, the Iraqis. They push, push, push all the way down. And they keep doing that until they stop here. And now they're going to focus on getting the Iraqis out of their country. So that's exactly what they do. And it's really fast. Really fast. They push in the country, and they do so. It only goes downhill from here for Iraq. I have no idea what that was. But they just push, 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 push and push and push in till they reach around here. Iraq is about to surrender, and probably will surrender, and the country capitulates because it's just really weakened and there's really nothing else they could fight for. So, as the country capitulates, they surrender, and obviously they lose the war, and they won't get annexed fully, but they'll get basically annexed. So, I'll show you the borders. And now here's where Syria is going to get nasty. They're going to invade Turkey and Israel at once, which is going to be a pretty crazy war. So, Syria, this is a big risk for Syria, but they still probably will win. But at first, blue team pushes into their country because Israel is just like that, and Israel is doing pretty good. But they didn't really defend that land that much. But they are going to defend the coast now since they don't want the coast to be lost. That's where basically they're trading this. And now Turkey extends their panhandle here and tries to take the coast, and now Syria has no coast, which ain't good for Syria because now they have no really way to get supplies. Oh, and just know that Syria does not have any civil wars or anything during this. But Syria is getting their butts kicked in this war right now. The Turkins are trying just to cut the country in half, but now Syria is going to get their act together. So now they're just going to push back the Turkins or the Turks. I don't know. And now it's just going to go uphill for Syria. Boom. Almost kicked out Turkey and still has some parts left to take over. So what do you think they're going to do now? They're kind of stuck. Well, they're not stuck. They're going to invade until they can't no more. And they push out the Israelis from their country. And now they're going to push out the Turks. So now Syria is all unified again. And they're going to invade. As soon as they take over the northern half of Israel, there's a new competitor of Syria, Saudi Arabia. Since Saudi, small color, is very strong, Syria is now kind of stuck. They have the 10th strongest country, the something strongest country, and the something strongest country. Or no, this now is probably 11th because Pakistan took it over, I guess, or beat it. So now Syria is going to have some problems. They still do manage to take over Israel. Now they need to somehow take over Saudi Arabia. But they do advance to push into here. And then they take over the panhandle. They take over the... No, stop it. Ah! Whoops. Okay, so they take over that, they push into Saudi Arabia a little. And they are taking over the panhandle of Turkey's, and they push a little in. So right now it's going good for Syria. Hopefully none of this guy or this guy or this guy try to destroy Syria, which probably won't happen unless this guy is going to help Syria to get land from Turkey. So they probably will, if they do. But let's just say that's not going to happen right now. So this part just collapses basically, and Turkey's in a problem. So although they've barely lost any coast, the traveling from it might be kind of bad. Even though this is all desert and nothing really here, still is really bad for the country. Because the Kurds live here and they say it starts to rebel with the Syrians. You know how it is. And Saudis getting pushed. And they're getting crushed by the Syrians. Remember, Syria is extremely buffed. So right now we're gonna see Saudi quit the war. So this now is out of the war. Syria is gonna next all that land they've gotten. Okay, so they've annexed all that. Israel is now officially out of the war, so they annexed all that, and now Turkey quits. Because Turkey versus Syria, not too good, because Syria is extremely buffed, and now we see a way overpowered Syria. Still might not be as powerful as the U.S., but it really is still like really, really powerful, and has a ton of oil, considering it has parts of Iraq, parts of Saudi, and basically is in the Middle East, which has a ton of oil. Now I'll show you the borders in 1 sec. Okay, guys, so we have seen a fully finished Syrian empire, and now they might collapse. I'm not as sure, because Syria or the Middle East is a very different place. So the Kurds here, the Islamic people from down here, it's really crazy. What did this go? Oh, over here. So you can see Syria, not that big, but it's still quite decently big. And that's about it for today's video. If you want to see more empire making, you can. That's it, I guess, for the video. That's Syria right there. Make sure you leave a like, hit the notification bell, subscribe, and bye, guys.